the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Phoenix Suns. At small forward, at 6'6", number 17, PJ Tucker. A 6'10" forward from Kansas, number 11, Marquez Lewis. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'3", number 3, Brandon Knight. The big man, 7 feet 1 inch, number 4, Tyson Chandler. Guard from Kentucky, number 2, Eric Bledsoe.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball with Steve Kerr and Clark Hillo. This is Kevin Harlan. This Arizona crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup for the Phoenix Suns. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And a year ago, they avoided any mistakes winning the season series against this club.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Clarkson, guarded by Bledsoe. Russell kicks to Clarkson, stolen by Bledsoe. Fast break, here they come. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Steve mentioned the success they had against them in their contest a year ago. They did exactly what they needed to do against them.
Yep, it was a solid performance from them. Most times they got together. They should have them feeling good about their chances today.
Now here's Bryant. 20 points for him last game against Houston.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Bledsoe against Russell. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and that one's good. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night.
And he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Now here's Randall. Outside, Russell. Right side, Kobe. Back to Russell. On the wing, Kobe. And there's the call on Chandler. The drive by Russell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence. Very odd.
Don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and That's not going to be the norm going forward.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now Bledsoe. There's the dish to Len. Pass to Tucker. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means and the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
Alex Len, the number 5 overall pick last season by the Suns. He had to undergo ankle surgery just prior to the season. Played limited minutes, but they're hoping he can make that leap here in year 2. Very skilled big man.
Clark, you had an opportunity to watch Alex Len play with Maryland. What do you think about his game?
Well, I like his potential, Kevin. He's a big guy. He's pretty strong, and he's got good athleticism and mobility. You just hope he can keep his ankles healthy, because if he can, this kid has a chance to be really good. You know, it always takes big guys, usually anywhere from 4 to 6 years, to develop as NBA players. So if healthy, this guy will be one of the better centers in the league, I think.
Here's Morris following the bucket by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Knight with it. Out defended by Randall. Morris. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively they look great.
The drive by Russell. Len grabs the board.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And that one's good. Morris has got his second bucket tonight. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Bledsoe against Russell. The pass to Bryant. Russell against Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Clarkson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Bledsoe passes to Knight. Len sets a screen for Knight. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston. Russell with it. He's against Morris, and Russell gets it to go.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Suns have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Russell against Bledsoe. Knight dishes to Bledsoe. Shoots from the line. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Clarkson passes to Randall. Stolen by Len. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Wow. This has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
They found themselves up against a hot team that night, Kevin, and they just didn't have the manpower defensively to shut them down.
You know, guys, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed us. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
And the Lakers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
The Suns training staff renowned around the league for their ability to keep players healthy. They're at the forefront, biomechanics and all that new school stuff. The results have been terrific. It's called preventative maintenance.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for the Suns. Lights out comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Shot's good by Clarkson. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And when you ask people in the Suns organization about the training staff, Steve, they say they really hold players accountable. And that's the key in many people's minds.
Well, I was there with them, Kevin, as general manager for several years, and that staff is as good as any. And there's no doubt. I mean, if there's no commitment from the players to their conditioning and their training, it doesn't matter how good the training staff is, it's not going to work.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Feeds the land. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Knight kicks to Teletovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Knight, no good.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Clarkson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out of Kentucky after one season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great rebounder, and scores with his back to the basket.
Here's Teletovic. Land dishes to Teletovic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And Randle, regarded as a good outside shooter in high school, didn't really show that, though, at Kentucky.
And I think he wants to show that he can be a floor spacer at the NBA level, but it may take some time. That would really help him offensively because he is a tad undersized at the power forward spot. So being able to shoot it from the perimeter will go a long way in his development.
Here's Clarkson. The Suns getting the bucket. The jump hook. Randle no good.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Knight with it. Now defended by Randle to the left wing. Knight kicks to Warren. Here's Teletovic. Drilled from 11 feet out. And now a 7-point Phoenix lead.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You can get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Bryant with the fadeaway. And yes, sir, that one drops. Bryant's got 5.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Booker the pass to Len, and he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Here's Clarkson, 7 points in the game. The kick out to Williams. Kept alive.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Here's Knight. Here's Teletovic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Knight. The kick out to Williams. Passes to Clarkson. Rebound by the Suns.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And Kobe with the block.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. The Suns making a change here. Weems is checked in Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Black's checked in for Hibbert. Pass comes in for Randall. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Lou Williams. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and gameplay. And it's Russell missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Warren dishes to Booker. He feeds it to Warren. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And the Suns lead by 11.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Suns ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs take on Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns this Friday, 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Markieff Morris is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Sonny Weems. And it's Chandler. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. Suns moving the ball around. The baseline J. That's good. Weems got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Easy baskets. That's exactly what they need.
Russell kicks to Clarkson. Off target from three-point range.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. First one falls for it. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Phoenix. And Young, here we go. It's deflected. Launches a 3, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Russell. And Phoenix has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Chandler with the screen on Russell. And Bledsoe, here we go. Shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Russell kicks to Young. Black, he's guarded by Chandler.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Weems. And that one hits back iron. Lakers trail by 9. Outside, Russell. And it's blocked. Here's Tucker. The Lakers with the rebound. Russell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Down low, it's tipped. Here's Black, open and close and nails it. He's got 5.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Timeout called, the Suns. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, the great Kobe Bryant, now in his 19th year in the league, he said, "This is the last chapter. The book is going to close. I just haven't determined how many pages are left. But my passion only increases. You realize you only have so many years left. It re-energizes you to fine-tune your preparation and make sure you leave no stone unturned." Kevin, sounds familiar.
That sounds like him. Never one to shy from a challenge. Thanks, Doris. Ryan is checked in for Nick Young. They double-team Bledsoe. Here's Tucker. They get the rebound. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bledsoe passes to Tucker. Pass to Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Lakers trail by 9. Well, we've all seen what Tyson Chandler can accomplish when healthy, and that is some kind of force.
Yeah, you know, maybe the best stretch of his career was at the start of the decade, a 2011 title with the Mavericks. 2012, he got a gold medal in London and was the Defensive Player of the Year in the league. And in 2013, an All-Star. I mean, that's a pretty strong 3-season run.
To the middle, here's Black. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Well, Tyson Chandler has battled injury throughout his career. He had the bulged disc in his neck that hindered him for parts of last season. And I think that was a big reason for the Knicks' struggle.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Knight's checked in for the Suns. And here is Los Angeles now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Look at Chandler, and when he's healthy, he's a terrific rim protector inside and pretty good finisher around the rim, too, offensively. He's excellent as a screener in pick and rolls. It'll be interesting to see if he can get back to that peak level.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Kicks to Knight. Back to Bledsoe. He dishes it to Chandler. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
To the inside, Black, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Phoenix calls timeout.
The Phoenix Suns franchise with the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Maybe we shouldn't have been surprised with their resurgent play last season. This is a franchise that throughout its history has found ways to win.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Ryan Kelly. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. The Lakers in 5th.
Yeah, so much of their defense revolved around their ability to block shots in the low post. That's why their numbers were so good last season.
Well, when you look at the Suns 2 seasons ago, their worst winning percentage since the team's inaugural season, Clark, back in 1968.
And At that time, their third straight season missing the playoffs. That hadn't happened since the 80s, but boy, did they bounce back in a big way.
Yeah, they were tough last year, you're right. And here are the Suns now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pulls up on the elbow.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Three-pointer. And that one's good. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now, here is Knight. Dishes it to Bledsoe. He kicks it to Morris. The feed to Tucker to stop the drought, and he gets it to go. Tucker's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
So it's the Lakers now. Back the pass to Russell. Right block shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Coach Hornacek, a self-professed math guy. He was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers. He uses the analytics. And somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
That free throw missing. And Coach Hornacek, Clark, does see the game from an analytical angle. He pushed the pace because he said, you shoot a much higher percentage in the first 8 seconds.
I agree with that, and I would like to see more teams do that and employ that. It's much more enjoyable to watch.
Oh, man, that was a real mark it up.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. Two evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Here's Bryant. And the Lakers with another miss.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Right side, Bryant. Here's Black. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And lights out subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Russell. Out to the wing. Launches it. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So here's Booker. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Lakers call time here.
Here's Teletovic in his 3rd season out of Bosnia. You know, he once led the EuroLeague in scoring, and he loves to shoot. When he gets the ball, don't expect to pass. This guy is letting it fly.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. Lakers trail by 4. Left side, Williams. Shot left block. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 6th rebound on the night. Knight with it. Over in the corner, Warren. Another 3 for Phoenix. Here's Kobe. Outside, Williams. Here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Knight. Clarkson kicks to Williams. And they get it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
There's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. Everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
He's off on the second. For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement. You know, the Phoenix Suns have actually drawn a lot of influence from the Boston Celtics. They've hired several personnel people in management and on the coaching staff from the Celtics organization, and they've even implemented the Tom Thibodeau-style defensive system that originated with that Celtic club back in the day.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Suns are the talk of the Valley, but that's not all that's going on in Phoenix. USA Basketball is building a huge new $350 million training facility here. The over 10-acre site is scheduled to open in the fall of 2015. And guys, the Suns hoping those superstar players warm up to Phoenix in their time here.
Yeah, that couldn't hurt in free agency. Thanks, Doris. Good. You talk about the Celtics and their connection with the Suns, both franchises with great histories. Boston with the league-leading 17 championships. But Phoenix, and this may surprise some, with the 4th best win percentage all time.
Yeah, that is surprising. Did not know that little nugget. And, you know, last season, though, they missed the playoffs for the 4th straight season, Kevin. That hadn't happened since '75, right around the team's founding. Suns fans are really accustomed to playoff basketball out there.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D-ing. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And Booker kicks to Warren. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 4. Knight, that's a two-pointer. Randall grabs the board.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Knight passes to Teletovic. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 6 assists in the game.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Hibbert with the screen. Clarkson kicks to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. The Suns on top, leading by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter. Starting here now. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
Lakers trail by 3. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. Here's Clarkson. Soft touch off the glass. Clarkson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Los Angeles. Knight on the wing. Now the dish to Bledsoe. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Suns shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
And the technical free throw is good.
Brandon Knight primarily was effective as a spot-up three-point shooter in his first couple of seasons in the league, but he's getting better at attacking the rim and drawing fouls. He's steadily increasing his attempts at the line.
On the wing, Chandler, covered by Hibbert. That's tipped. Kobe with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Randall's running. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
All right, an opportunity to check out some stats for Eric Bledsoe. Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always a very important position, and he fills that role nicely for them.
He does a really good job of it. You know, it's a lot harder than he makes it look when you're not starting to get into the flow of the game, but that's part of what makes him special.
They get it back, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Now, here is Knight. 6 to shoot. Let's go. And he hits the jumper for 2. Knight's got 5. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Clarkson. Hibbert with a screen on Knight. Back to Kobe. Now the pass to Randall. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lets a floater go. The shot by Knight, no good. To the wing on the left. Pulls it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Tucker dishes to Chandler. Feeds it to Morris. Knight on the wing. From 13, shot's good. Knight's got 5 points in the quarter. Lakers trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside. Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Bledsoe. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Chandler throws it down. And the Suns lead by 2.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Russell against Bledsoe. And it's Bryant in the corner. It's stolen by Morris. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Knight passes to Chandler. Now here is Morris. He's tightly guarded. Deflects the pass. Down low. Here's Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
And here's Russell. 10 points for him. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. Clarkson passes to Hibbert. For the lead, that's good. Hibbert's got 8 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he gets the bucket.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
Russell dishes to Kobe. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. 12 points for him.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that.
Knight kicks to Morris. Back to Knight. Passes it to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. That drops. 12 points for Eric Bledsoe.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Tucker's got 9.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Bryant passes to Hibbert. And he gets it to go. Hibbert's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Markieff Morris. Sonny Weems checks in for P.J. Tucker. And lights out subbed in for Brandon Knight. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Black's checked in for Hibbert. Pass comes in for Randall. Young's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Williams in for Russell. Williams dishes to Bryant. Williams kicks to Young. Williams passes to Black. Stolen by Len. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And he finished it off with the lane. Bledsoe's got 6 here in this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
The Lakers have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses.
Well, the Suns were very tough here at home in the desert, and it was in large part in how they were able to shoot the ball on this floor.
Second chance shot. Len, good. Len's got 8 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of the part.
Yeah, me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
The shot's good from Bryant.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Booker, defended by Young. Len sets a screen for Bledsoe. He feeds it to Booker. A shot. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 6th assist on the night.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
He used that pick to perfection.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
They set the screen. Launches it. No good from Booker.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Bass with a screen for Kobe. Outside Williams. Pass to Bass. Out to Kobe. Stolen by Bledsoe. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Weems. Rebound the Lakers.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And Young, here we go. Nobody near Williams. No good with the triple.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Booker. Here's Len. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the...
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
And the Lakers call time here. Without question, lights out display his skills today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Warren's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ian Kelly, he's checked in for Kobe. The Lakers trail. Williams kicks to Kelly. Back to Williams. Nick Young on the wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And now the Suns, a fast break. And the dunk by Len.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And that one misses. Outside Williams with 1 on the clock. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Suns lead by 1. 2K.
Tune in for a scary nut.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Brandon Knight.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
The Suns leading. They've got P.J. Tucker. Warren is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Young with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. To the left side wing. Kicks it to Chandler. Sacre with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Sun shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Knight kicks it to Tucker. Morris passes to Warren. Knight dishes to Chandler. Suns moving the ball around. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Bass kicks to Williams. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Young. And there's the pass to Black. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Suns making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Robert Sacre. Ryan Kelly comes in for Brandon Bass. Clarkson, he's checked in for Young. And it's Russell in for Williams. Tucker the pass to Chandler. Knocked loose. Lets it go with a 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Phoenix. Russell against Bledsoe. The drive by Russell. Here's Black. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebound. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for P.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Phoenix has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To tie it up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, some really terrific numbers for P. He's got 14 points and 5 assists.
At the line for the Lakers, Russell.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. For Phoenix, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Chandler a screen. Knight kicks to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Picked his pocket. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Randall. And that's now 17 points for P. The Suns trailing. We'll look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Left side Chandler. Here's Tucker. Clock at 6. The 3, Bledsoe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Kelly kicks to Clarkson. He dishes it to Randall. tries from the block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Russell. And the shot is good. Russell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
They set the screen. Chandler with the screen on Russell. Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Russell. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. Lakers leading by 3. Russell passes to Kelly. Here's Clarkson. The shot will not go, and Phoenix will come the other way. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Back to Bledsoe. Dishes to Morris. Knight on the wing. Shot to end this cold run, and he gets it to go. Knight's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And the Lakers call time here.
Markieff Morris with a breakthrough season in 2013-14, dramatically improving his scoring rate and percentages. He was a strong candidate for most improved player. Made his case as the long-term starter at power forward for the Suns.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Ryan Kelly. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Russell dishes to Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. They get it again. Randall up and in on the layup.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Markieff Morris came into the league as more of a spread 4 as his career has gone. He's become a little bit more peak-oriented.
Yeah, not a bad decision for him. His three-point attempts and accuracy have fallen off over the last couple of seasons, but he's making good contributions by staying closer to the rim.
Suns leading by 3. Here's Tucker. He kicks it to Morris. Now the feed to Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tucker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Russell. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Russell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Knight kicks to Chandler. Here's Tucker, guarded by Kobe. Here's Bledsoe. Rebound the Lakers. Kobe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Knocked away. Hibbert the pass to Clarkson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And the Suns call time. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Blacks checked in for Roy Hibbert. Chandler. The dish to Morris. Back to Chandler. And he banks in the lane. And the Suns lead by 4.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Lakers trail by 4. There's the pick. Goes up from the top of the key. Tries again. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Tucker. The steal. Now here's Randall. Guarded by Bledsoe. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Russell kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Black. Chandler with the steal. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, I think that the Lakers need to change their strategy against Bledsoe.
He has 14 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Fires the 3, and it's Russell missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Here's Chandler. It's blocked. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Still Los Angeles ball. 11 seconds on the shot. 11.
Lakers trail by 8. Clarkson passes to Bryant. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Julius Randle picks one up, and that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And Los Angeles with some changes. Young comes in for Randle, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And here's Young from the arc, from past the arc. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if they're going to continue to play defense like that.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
And no need to rush it. Just play smart, get a good shot, make sure it's a well-executed offensive possession. He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Suns, P.J. Tucker.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're losing by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Kobe kicks to Clarkson. Outside Williams. Young with no one around. Here's Black. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. So the Suns win it. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, certainly a nice win, aided in large part by your ability to get your teammates involved. What is your primary focus?
Definitely just get my guys going a lot more and, try to be more of a playmaker. And, I enjoy, seeing, getting guys going and them making shots off my passes.
I think they enjoy it as well, Brandon. Great job. Guys, over to you.